Tonight, from San Antonio, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Cam Newton and the San Antonio Express versus Jordan Love and the Memphis Egyptians.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Memphis Egyptians and the San Antonio Express. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. They'll swing this out to Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
1st down, Love to pass. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8. Here's Love. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They'll try the counter here. Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Love. It's complete to Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Egyptians are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Off play action, Newton. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
A pass underneath for Fournette, and he'll be corralled right around the 34.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Hearns brings it in. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Newton. This is caught by Hearns. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff. Fournette running left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Newton. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Love. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Love, they go play action now. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action this time with Love. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Love. He completes it to Boyd. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. A shotgun snap for Newton.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 50, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton dumps it off to Fournette. That catch good for only a couple. Play action, it's Newton. This is complete, finds his man Hearns. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Now a play fake, and it's Newt. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And that'll bring them back within 4.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Jordan Love in this offense, ready to get the football back.
He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Love's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Love now. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this 1st half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun. Love. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off the play fake, Love. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Quickly to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. To the air again, Love. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another 1st down. A throw out wide, caught by Hopkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Love. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Eddie Goldman, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On second down, here's Fournette. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. Jordan Love in this offense ready to get the football back. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. Dances by him, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Play fake. Here's Love. That is caught by Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains.
lines for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Love now to pass on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tariq Cohen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Egyptians are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Newton. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Darrell Taylor,
credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
it seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing. Love. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. He finds Hopkins complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Love. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Love. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Egyptians continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and this is Cook with a grab.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Newton's throw taken in by Cook. 7 yards the pickup there. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing again is Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Newton on third down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action, Newton. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Newton. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Cohen. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.